Cassie Childers sat along the curb of a street last Friday in New Delhi, India, staring at the door of the United States Embassy. She'd been outside for an hour, she said, and was hoping for the best. Inside were 15 young women and their coach, part of a select girls' soccer team applying for visas to attend a tournament in Dallas, Texas. They were some of the top female players chosen from among thousands in the Tibetan communities of India and Nepal and recruited by Childers' non-profit, Tibet Women's Soccer. If they emerged holding their passports, Childers said she'd know they'd been rejected. The first group came out with nothing in their hands, a hopeful sign. "I was really excited," Childers told NBC News by telephone from India. Post by NBC News. The coach came out last. In his hand were all the passports. "As an American citizen, I was totally shocked and disgusted and horrified," Childers said. "I basically went silent, and I didn't know what to make of it." Childers, who said she wasn't permitted inside the embassy in New Delhi, said all 16 team members told her they were given the same explanation why their visas were denied. The exact words were, "You have no strong reason to travel to the United States," she said. Period. That's it. A State Department official told NBC News in an email Thursday that visa records are confidential under the Immigration and Nationality Act and that they don't discuss the details of individual visa cases. Childers said she believes embassy officials may have mistakenly thought the team members would try to seek political asylum once in the U.S. "I personally knew for months that this might be a problem," she said. "I was going to be pleasantly surprised if we got the visas, but this has been a problem for Tibetans for a long time." The majority of the team's players hail from Tibet, an autonomous region of the People's Republic of China. Many had been sent to India at a young age by their parents to receive a good education and live in freedom, Childers said. Accompanied by a paid guide, they walk over the Himalayas for 28 days, registering as refugees when they arrive in India, she said. They enter boarding schools soon after, separated from their loved ones for many years. The average age of the select team's players is 20, Childers said. In many cases, their families don't even know that they play soccer, she added. Relations have long been strained between China and Tibet, which China invaded in 1950. Tibetans have claimed persistent political and religious persecution at the hands of the Chinese government, a charge Beijing has denied. The U.S., for its part, has treaded lightly on the Tibet issue. The State Department official said the U.S. recognizes Tibet as part of the People's Republic of China, a position that it added has not changed. Past meetings with American presidents by the Dalai Lama, the Tibetan leader exiled to India, have usually drawn rebukes from China. All but 2 of the 16 team members whose applications were rejected held identity certificates from India, Childers said. These are issued to Tibetan refugees and stateless people residing in India, according to an India government website. The coach and another player both had Indian passports. Childers said 4 other players, all citizens of Nepal, applied for visas in Kathmandu on February 7. She said they were told the visas were under administrative processing, but never received a rejection letter. The team spent half of its yearly budget, around $5,000, on visa applications, according to a Change.org petition asking the State Department to reverse its decision. More than 1,000 people had signed it as of Friday.